Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd session on the correspondence address conundrum. Basically, there is a lot of confusion on the correspondence address. We'll provide clarity on that in this session. Correspondence address versus test state or test city selection is how is the confusion. Unlike last year, this year you will not be able to select a city on first priority basis. All candidates select 3 states. First one is their default correspondence address based state, which is the first preference for them as far as allotment of the test center is concerned, and second backup state, and third a backup state. And then if they are not getting a center in all these 3 states, NBA would allot the 4th state. That is the idea behind the entire process change this year. No first come first serve basis, which basically means that let us say today you put your correspondence address as Kerala. From Kerala, and then give a pin code and then select Kerala as your default state, which is what it will be, and then go ahead and submit your application today, and somebody does it on 20th of July. Both of you, it does not mean that you will first get Kerala and they will be allotted Kerala after you. All of the candidates who complete their entire application process will be randomly allotted states on a first come first serve basis. So there is no first mover advantage. 3 states are to be selected: state 1, state 2 and state 3. No cities are selected within the state. First state is by default based on the correspondence address. So whichever correspondence address you have selected, that state will be your default state. Rest 2 are one of the nearby states that is listed for your correspondence address. For example, let us say you take the state of Tamil Nadu, then your nearest states we have seen are Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra even was in the nearest states, and Pondicherry were in the nearby states. Okay, so these will be possible. So if you select Tamil Nadu, you will be able to select as correspondence address state. Tamil Nadu will be the first state, and second state will be any one of these states, and third state will be any one of these states, except that city you expect that or rather we expect that the city allotment will be basis correspondence address pin code. For example, within Kerala, I have selected Kerala, let us say. Within Kerala, I have given a pin code which is Trivandrum. Okay, then it is highly likely that my first state will be anyways Kerala. It is highly like that within Kerala you will be, a system will try to allot you in Trivandrum first. If not, it will look at other options within Kerala. That should be the possibility. That should be the way the process works. So ensure that your pin code is right. Why are we saying that? Because unlike last year, this time they have mentioned that kindly ensure that the pin code is right in green, in bigger font. So this is the first time, and they've also got the confirm pin code. Nowhere you would have seen ever a confirm pin code option. They've got this. So please check that this pin code is right. With this, after selecting Kerala, just don't put if you make a mistake in 1 digit in the pin code, that might make a big difference in your city selection. So please be aware of it. Final city might end up being somewhere. It might not even validate, so it will randomly, you make a mistake, that pin code might not exist and it might randomly allot you somewhere. Correspondence address proof is therefore mandatory. This cannot be changed later during the edit window. Initial edit window, you will not be able to change name, mobile number, email ID, Aadhaar card, and correspondence address or test city state selection cannot be changed as well. Correspondence address can be any address. Ideally, what would you give? Where do you want to write the exam? That is where your correspondence address should be, right? Because that will be the first state that you will be wanting to write the exam, and wherever you want to write the exam, that pin code only you will give here, correct? Or a nearest pin code. For that you need any proof. We look at what are the options available as address proof. Options for correspondence address proof are any one of the below. A, B, C. Some candidates have been asking, I have to give 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, not required. Any one of the below is fine. In all these listed documents, one document is fine. Okay, if you have 2 documents, you can add 2 documents into a single PDF and send it. It is your wish, but one is enough. Don't need to add 2 documents. Your Aadhaar card. All these are your cards. In case you have any of these with the address, then mention that. Note, you have to have the address mentioned somewhere. So some candidates have been asking, I am uploading only the Aadhaar card front page. It does not have an address, let us say. It is not an Aadhaar card. You have the card, only the back side has an address. Obviously, you have to add front page and the back page and then provide that. Because front page will have your name and the back page will have your address. So both should be taken and then scanned as a PDF. Less than 1 MB is the size. You will have to upload it as a PDF. In case you don't have it, Medical professional documents are fine. Your state medical council registration is also sufficient is what they are saying, where there is might be an address. And similarly, any certificate with the state's name or details is also fine is what they are saying. So that is fine. In case the address is not present in full, you might not be able to use it, but as a last option, even if the state is there, they might be allotting you. So that is also fine is what we feel. Third, none of these are available. You can give all these documents, any electricity, water, landline, pipe, gas connection, bank passbook, registered agreement, post office, police verification records, letter from the landlord. You were staying somewhere, the landlord can give a letter, nothing on stamp paper, just a letter saying this person is staying here and the landlord's electricity or property tax. This should have the address. At this address, this person is staying and the same address should be in the property tax documents. Hostel or PG accommodation, property tax receipt in your name, allotment letter of government or institutional accommodation. And these two can also be given. What is it? The notarized affidavit or self-declaration of residence. Very simple. Notarized affidavit means you have to go to a notary. But they have also mentioned self-declaration is sufficient. What is a self-declaration? Take a stamp paper. We've got also a format for that. Just type these from your name and address, NBMS address. I hereby declare that my correspondence address for writing NEET PG examination is as mentioned below. Mention the address with the pin code. Mention and sign it accordingly, thanking you or whatever. Put a sign, that is it. Print it on a stamp paper, maybe 20 rupees. 20 rupees stamp papers are not available, I guess, in many places. 100 rupees stamp paper, print it and then upload it. That is the self-declaration. And notary is taking this to a notary and the notary signing it. You have to pay another 500 rupees. It is up to you to pay that and also send it. Or a self-declaration is also fine on a stamp paper. And a letterhead with photo, you can go to your MP, MLA if you want to meet them and then get it. Signed address come photo letter from a bank, etc. Vehicle registration, insurance policy, IT order, etc. All these are from your end. The passport or Aadhaar alone, in case your spouse or parents have that address and you are staying there, but you don't have that correspondence address, then your passport or Aadhaar of spouse or parents are also sufficient with that correspondence address. Like what we are saying is, this is not a big deal at all. Nobody forges this and it is not a permanent address or a present address. So give anything that is relevant, not an issue at all. All they are trying to do is distribute people geographically and not trying to validate much. Okay, so it is not to stop any forgery as such, maybe a slight maybe candidates taking up some other state because it is easier to forge somewhere, etc. But that will not that particular possibility is that particular thing doesn't is not for everyone. So please ensure that any one of these is fine. At least just get this self declaration on the stamp paper and that will make it very, very easy for you. No dependency on anyone if you have your if you don't have any of these documents in your correspondence address. Fine. Just get a self declaration and get it over with. Note that here the parent's name can be in the address proof. It need not necessarily be your name in this case alone, passport or Aadhaar. Many candidates are asking, my parents' gas bill, my parents' bank passbook, all these have the address. They have not mentioned anything about parents' documents over here. All they have mentioned is only in passport or Aadhaar. So if you're co-residing, only those you give. Otherwise, we would suggest you give your self-declaration on a stamp paper. That is fine. Now, this is the declaration. This is pretty much straightforward. Be very clear. First state should be your correspondence address state. That is where you will it is highly likely that you will get allotted. Second, your pin code, don't miss your pin code. That will be used for city selection. After the end, obviously there will be many candidates, or rather at least a good number of candidates who will also have the issue of this city being allotted somewhere else, even though they gave a pin code which is in one location 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers far from that pin code. All that will happen. But this is the best we can do for now. Leave it to them. Whatever place we will travel and write the examination, do well. Go there one day before, settle down, write the examination. It will all work out properly. Right now, give whatever is possible. Your state that you want to write the exam and the pin code that you want to write the exam, give it as correspondence address. Give a self-declaration if nothing is there. go ahead and submit everything. All the best for your examinations. We also have another session which says all queries clarified. That session will have complete information on any query that you have in the exam registration process. We'll be supporting you throughout the exam registration and obviously during the counseling process. Wish you the best for your examinations. Keep preparing well. Just 180 questions this time. You'll do better. Thank you.